Alright, and we're back at the base. I just wanted to show really quickly how to make this grout. It's basically just sand and gravel, and you do it in an L shape and a Tetris shape. So I'm going to do a crafting station. Now with the crafting station you can put something into the grid and then leave it. Come back later, and it'll still be in the grid. Over on this side I've got 2 chests for the metals. And I made a fair amount, I think probably enough to get started, because I've got 2 osmium blocks and a block of iron. It's a decent start. I might need to do a little bit more mining. Hello, welcome to episode 7 of the Gocleau Modpack Let's Play. Today, we are mostly going to be focusing on getting things ready for mechanism for our shop, but we have to start by changing a few things within the mine, and also with a little tour, because I have done some things off camera and I need to show what I have done. So let me get these pillars in really quickly here, and we will go on our tour. I've made a determination about what is going to happen with this in here. And for the moment it's just going to be this, but it'll probably be more in the near future. I was just having a hard time accessing the smeltery. This definitely helps with that. And let's see if I put a torch there. And there. Yeah, that looks good. And now I can run those beams across there much easier. And there's a purpose for it. But on with this tour. And here we are on level 16, which is where I have started to do my mine shafts here. And I didn't find too much on 16. Not a lot. So then I went down to 12. And there's a lot more on 12. Let's see if we can find anything real quick. And in this side, we can actually see what I was talking about with the floor and the ceiling being the same level. So we'll see you back up at the top. Alright, and then for the other addition that I did, this used to be an outside door. It's now an inside door. Here's the outside. I still need to clean up those trees. However, I added a bit more structure to this, and I will add dirt on top of it, probably coming down from up there, like a dirt slide or something. The reason that I added that is for this hallway right here, which leads into the workshop, which is behind the smeltery over here. Here's the coke oven again, and I've gotten quite a bit more coal. The first task that we have is going to be making 4 windmills, and I'm thinking I'll position them here and here. So I'm going to start by marking out those areas. Here. To here. You may have noticed that my death counter went up. Off screen, I somehow ended up inside of a wall and suffocated. I didn't really think it was necessary to film because I missed most of it. So let's take a look at this windmill. There we go. 3 osmium ingots, enriched alloy, which is an iron. And so we're going to need metallurgic infusers. So let's start with this. 2 furnaces. So I'm going to need 4 furnaces. 4 furnaces. 2 osmium and 8 ingots of iron. And I know we need some redstone. Looks like 4. Redstone, osmium, iron, furnaces. And I know that there's another generator, but I don't remember what it's called. I do believe we'll just bypass most of the higher level energy from this mod, as we have big reactors in here and might as well just go ahead and make a big reactor. This is it. 2 copper ingot and 2 planks. Looks like all I've got is blocks of copper. 1 osmium and 3 iron. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep the osmium up here. I know I'm going to need it again pretty soon. Probably the same with the copper, actually. Okay. So let's go ahead and go into our workshop. This is a very small workshop, I understand, but it's also really all that I've got room for. This wall literally goes out into the open, like, wilderness right out there. Once I actually have these metallurgic infusers placed, I don't want to move them, so I actually think that I'm going to place them like here and here. Yeah, see, it goes right outside. kind of a bummer. But for now, I'm just going to leave it open for access. Block it off and put a couple torches back here, so I can move the generator up and down. Although, let's see what it takes to make cables. I'm pretty sure it takes steel. Yeah, 2 steel ingots and redstone. I already made some steel here. 4 of those. I made it in this smeltery actually quite on accident. There is manganese, and iron make steel. So it was kind of nice to come across steel, to be honest, because I knew I was going to need it for quite a few things, really. And with these cables, I can place my heat generator here, and then place these here. And these cables will store energy in them, which is pretty cool. So that once I start running them down from up there where the wind turbines will be, there will be quite a long network of it which will store the power. Okay, and I'm just going to place these in here, and it'll eat them up pretty quickly. But it will also make quite a bit of power. And I'm going to switch it to RF. Mostly because it's what I'm used to. And there we go, those are getting full. Back out here, I have redstone and charcoal, and that's what I'm going to put in these infusers. Redstone in one, and the charcoal in the other, which makes carbon. And that will allow me to infuse ingots so that I can make my windmills. So let's get as far as we can. I know I'm going to need gold. Osmium, iron, and redstone. Osmium and iron. This I'm just going to put here for now, and then I can come into here. Redstone, osmium makes a control circuit. So if I put all 8 of these in here, that'll give me 8 control circuits. Cool. And then I'm going to need for each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enriched alloy. So if my intention is to make 8, that means that I need 10. Which should be that. But this also needs to go into this. Oh, I'm out of power. I'll just throw all of these in here for now. Coal is pretty cheap when you come right down to it. So it looks like it's just going to be these. I don't think I needed the carbon one this time. So I'll come back to you when I've got all 10 of these finished. I realized while I was off camera what the carbon machine is for. So you can do iron with carbon, and you have to do it 2 times for each iron, but it ultimately will make you a steel ingot. It turns into enriched iron, which then in turn becomes steel dust. So the easiest way to get steel by far then is with mechanism, because you don't really need to infuse anything, or put anything together, or find a way to liquefy coal, which you can do all of those within this mod pack, but you don't really need to. Looks like I'm out of power again. How close did I get? Oh. This should be the last time that we put power into here, however, so that's cool. And there those are. So let's make some of these. I need 16 energy tablets. Ooh, I don't have enough redstone. Whoa, wait a minute. Give me a moment, I will be right back. I only had 45 more redstone, which probably isn't enough, but we'll get as far as we can here. And I'm out of power, It looks like I'm going to have to be rather judicious with how I use my redstone. But that's okay, it's pretty easy to find down in my mine. I do apologize for my voice continuing to go out. It does make things rather annoying. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn all of those into ingots. And let's see what we can get. So if I need 16 and I've got 5, 11 more is all that I need, theoretically. But I don't think I have enough redstone in here. So I've got 7 more, and I need 11. So if I take off one of each of these, and then I get 6, right? 7 plus 5 is 12, yeah, 6. So then all of this can go into here, and I need 6 more. Easy. Except that I'm also going to need 1 more for the middle, so I'm also going to need 6 more for that. 11, 220, yeah, that's gonna work. Once again, I'll see you back in a moment when this is all finished. Will we make it? I bet we don't make it. I bet it runs out just before 1 more trip. Place these and get my energy tablets, and I can put the gold back in there. And then, because these don't stack, I'm going to have to make them one at a time, but I should be able to... I forgot that I don't have any osmium ingots. Start with that. Cool. Cool. The rest of it all will stack. And I have these basic control circuits, which I can use in a later recipe if I need to. I'm just going to put my metals back into here. I've gotten this far with these, I might as well go ahead and finish and place them up on top. And I do have a pick. Yes, I do. The sun, where is my sun? Is it setting? Is it getting dark? I think it's getting dark. I need to go inside. You know, I'm probably going to Have to add dirt to the outside of that in the next episode. It's pretty ugly. So now we will go outside. The sun is rising. And here we are. I've made this journey a few times because I did cut holes all the way down in 3 places. So that's where we're going to start. And I'm going to start by placing these cables as low as I can. Cool. And for this one, I think I might poke through the wall here. Something like that. And again, just run this cable out. And again, as low as I can get it. And I guess the most efficient thing would be to poke through here. I can come in and clean this up later. Although, since this is going to be a dystopian future kind of a world, I think I might just leave the cables poking out of the mountainside like that. I think that looks pretty cool. So I've got this line now that's connected and going into all of them except this last one. Once again, I'm going to clear out this cobble pillar that I made here. I have 6 wind generators, so I'm going to go something like this and place them 2 apart from each other, facing each other. I think, at least for now. And I do believe I can walk and jump up these. Yes, I can. So I'll just place a block down, because it's easier to place them with the block, and then connect them. Oh, look at that. I actually think that I want this one to be 1 block higher. Uh-oh. Oh man. What happened to it? Oh my, that is catastrophic. Catastrophic fail. I guess I better go down inside and see if it's in there. Dang it, I'll be right back. And here we are back on the top again. And it looks like I need a cobble there. And I can place a windmill. Place a windmill. Place a windmill. And then I also need one across here. Yeah, that's good. And then I can place a windmill. Oh, place a windmill. All right. That looks pretty awesome. I am going to have to make some more cable to connect my machines to this. However, I'm going to let it just sit for a minute. Oh, I don't even need to. They're all completely full. So I'm going to go ahead and make more cabling to hook up to these windmills. As I have already no doubt covered multiple times, I don't love mining. I need 4 redstone. And I especially don't love it when I'm in the middle of a project. That's actually my main problem, is when I run out of materials at this point. So I need 1 more redstone still, and because I don't want to go around and mine forever, I have this handy mod in here that allows me to find some redstone. Looks like a level down is the way to go. Oh, see, if I had just come down here, I would have found it. I think probably next episode is just going to be a catch up and get some things in order episode, because I also need to make some more tools in the smeltery, and I need to find a village. They're all pretty important things for this mod pack, and I haven't gotten to them yet. Check on the status of all of the things going on in here. We've got plenty of power, and this will soon be 6 more steel dust that we can cook up in those furnaces. I'm gonna go ahead and take out that charcoal. Very soon it will be useful for completely other things. But we're not there yet. Look at that. That is satisfying. Alright, and we've got the cables. Let's hook them all up. This unfortunately still has power in it, so I think I'm just going to leave it be for now. I want some torches, and I'm going to pillar up... Oh, I can't. Not even anywhere near high enough. Oh, it's dark. I think I'm just gonna put a hole in the wall and go ahead and put a torch in there. Otherwise, I'm afraid for my life. And this mod pack being in a 2x1 pitch dark hole is like the worst idea. And when I was suffocating in the wall earlier, I almost came across the grue, which is what I'm afraid of coming across in the pitch dark. So that's the wrong direction, of course. That's how it works, though. Everything is placed wrong. So I want a torch there, and my cable there. Very cool. I hear a monster, but I bet he's out there. Oh! 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 This has been Gocleau from Flatironix. I would like to thank you for tuning in to episode 7 of the Gocleau Modpack Let's Play.
and I will see you in episode 8.